Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a fifth grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
Buenos días amigos, sean bienvenidos a la fecha 1 del GT Champions International GT Series desde Road America.
Ciao a tutti, benvenuti su GTC Television per il primo round della GT Champions International GT Series in Road America United States. Non dimenticate di mettere mi piace e di iscrivervi per supportare la trasmissione.
Hallo, auch von mir herzlich willkommen zum ersten Lauf der GT Champions International GT Series in Road America auf Road America. Ich wünsche euch viel Spaß.
Bonjour à tous, bienvenue sur GTC Télévision pour la première manche des GT Champions International GT Series à Road America, États-Unis. N'oubliez pas d'aimer et de vous abonner pour soutenir la diffusion.
Welcome everybody to GT Champions. It is round 1 of the International GT Series. We are finally here. It has been a long time coming. We're super excited. Everyone's here on the crew today to bring you some spectacular racing, multi-class style, baby. GT3 and GT4 cars. And in case you wanted to know, GT3 cars are your pro drivers. The GT4 cars are our AM drivers. And we got a stacked lobby today. We have, I think, 38 drivers that are participating in this round. So super excited. There's a lot of things that have changed, and you might notice it on the screen right there. What's going on? So we are really excited about this race. We're at Road America. It's a really fun track. GT3 lap record in the McLaren 720 is a 2:04, and I see already three drivers that have beaten that time here on the track in qualifying so far. So we got some pretty fast dudes out there getting the work done. So this series we're going to be at all American tracks. That's hence the American GT Challenge, right? And we're in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And if any of you watch a show called Family Guy, you will know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so this is going to be a great track, guys. There's some good long straights for some good overtaking, lots of sharp corners to get through, some good quick fast corners. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see, should we introduce our team or should we introduce something else? What's it going to be, folks? Surprise! Origin Micro Inc. is now an official sponsor for GT Champions. So Origin Micro, they've been a trusted procurement source for IT hardware and consumer electronics for over 20 years. I even use them, just in case you wanted to know that. They're known for delivering superior customer service, top industry brands at really good prices, and I can vouch for that because they do. And they do that so they can meet like the diverse customer needs of people. They fully stock their warehouse. They don't drop ship, in case if you know what that means. They buy all the hardware and they have it all on the shelf. When you need it, they ship it. It's pretty great. They have the latest tech like notebooks, desktops, network equipment, access points, VoIP devices, a whole range of stuff like HP, Lenovo, Dell, Aruba, Instanon, Juniper, Acer, Asus, So you can get the best solutions out of these guys, and they have really flexible solutions and a really great team that helps support people and get them good deals. And I know this because I work with them, and they always take care of me, so they'll take care of you. If you want to get a quote or anything else, you can hit that email there that says sales@originmicro.com, and they'll take care of you. They're always around. So thanks again, Origin Micro, for coming on board GT Champions, and we're excited to see how this little venture works together. Oh yeah, I got to hit the horn. There we go. There we go. And the president of the company, Don, I know you're hopefully out there watching. He's probably watching on the sidelines of his kid's soccer game or something. Last night I was watching the events while I was at a football game. So I found a quiet place where I could go watch because our team was getting killed. Anyway, that's beside the point. Here's our crew today. That's me, Chris Ball, on the left. Fry is here. Fry, you there, bud?
Hello. Yep, I'm
Hey.
always wanting to be here to see this kind of racing. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great. We've been training up Fry. We've been giving him a little bit extra, and he's turning out really great. So Fry, loving the commentary. Look forward to spending the day with you while our boy Pix here gets all the camera angles in there for us and gets everything put together. Till, who's our live racing steward, say hi, Till.
Hello.
There he is. You recognize that voice? He's our guy from way across the pond in Germany, and he is taking care of our live racing stewarding if it's needed. This man has the power to black flag these guys if they do something really dumb. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And can't forget Eton because, well, we can't. All right, here we are. We are at Road America. We're going to hit Sebring, Sonoma, Road Atlanta, Barber, Detroit, Virginia, and Indianapolis. So 8 rounds. There is a drop round. So if a driver misses a round, they can get points on the rest of the rounds. So that's going to be a lot of fun. What's that, Pix? All right, folks. All right, I'm gonna head out really quick. I'm just gonna mute myself with y'all, and I'm gonna go do a quick driver meeting with all of the drivers, and we're gonna let Fry give you guys some really cool stuff. So I'll be back.
So 38 guys. I think we're getting our qualifier results. Oh, nope, we got the track temp, 70 degrees. Fahrenheit. I do like that you use Fahrenheit. That's pretty warm, but you know, Wisconsin's kind of a dry place, so shouldn't be too bad as far as their tires go. Just a small breeze. I noticed. I don't think. Do we get wind direction? No, no. Um. So looks to be partly cloudy, or partly sunny. I guess depending on your outlook. Or depending on if you're starting in the front or the back. And here we go with qualifying. Sauer is going to lead us down. I believe this is for our pro class. Travis Deegan will be coming in second. Jonathan Schwartz in third. Tobias second. Fourth. Austin Diltz fifth. Villamir, I believe that is, in sixth. Chris Hitty in seventh. Parker Dime, there's he is. I hope he's driving the Mustang in eighth. Michael Schmidt in ninth. And Marco Hawk in 10th. 11th is Luca Haas, Felix Jones, Fabian, and 13th Timo, Morgan Smith in 15th, Katchen in 6th, Oliver 17th, David in 18th, and Henry in 19th. And we have Noah in first, Nick's coming home in second, Gordon third, and Jarmo, Fernando, Trent, Nathan, Sean, Tanakrit, and Steve Sasua will take us in 10th. And I believe we are coming to our green flag. So we'll get through the results as quickly as possible. Brian in 11th, Steven Saunders 12th, Matthew Hatton in 13th, Greg Jessen in 14th, Michael Piccanini all the way back in 15th, Harry Shaw and Rafael Rodriguez will bring us home. I think he had no time in the race. So big field coming down to the green behind the pace car. I believe they're still on their warm-up lap.
Hello, gentlemen.
And
I have
this-
returned from the drivers' meeting, and guess what? None of them were wearing any clothes. It was the most awkward thing I've ever seen. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's no.
Chris, stop picturing things. You can't picture things.
Be quiet, you. Be quiet. All right, let's see. Where's our AM class? Have they spread themselves out a little bit and gotten a little buffer back there? How'd that happen? Okay. Let me get them to move back if I can. Well, no, that'll screw up. Okay. Yeah, that's Quan. Okay.
And probably have to let everybody know because they'll just think he's pulling out of the way. Yeah. So if these guys are, qualifying, maybe they have that AM class distinction, but maybe they're as fast as these guys in the pros. So we could see a
Well-
lot of these AM guys coming up from the back since it's the first race.
Yeah. However, the sim is supposed to separate them by the perceived pace of the car, not the driver. That's the weird part. I don't think he's getting my message. Let me try again. Hang on.
As they come down, I love this long backstretch. We see a lot of moves where people try to kind of dive in this corner. So this is going to be the interesting part of the track as they come around. This is our teammate RWB's Quan. I think he'll be leading our AM class. And the thing with iRacing is if you just signed up, you're going to be an AM. They're going to classify you. Maybe you put your time in, you get faster. So I would not be shocked. You're going to see some of these AM guys putting in a lot of practice time and making their way through the field. And they've got about an hour to do it as we come to the green flag. Chris is home.
Yeah, here we go. We're cross your fingers that turn 1 is going to turn out okay, and we're going to have a green light any moment. And there it goes. On the gas they go. Keep it together, people. Keep it together. Looks like Mr. Sauer and Mr. Deegan are going to try to get all the way down to this first corner together. Ooh, Sauer swings over. Schwartz is going to pull right up beside him, right up behind him, I should say. And there they are. 1, 2, 3. They spread it out. There's a little something that happened in the back of the field because I see a few cars, unless they started from the pits. Ooh, okay, here comes the GT4 class led by Mr. Banham, I think. Oh, and around goes one of the RWB guys in that AMG. Didn't hit anybody, so that's good. Oh, that was the pole sitter for the second place for the AMs.
Out with Quan.
Yep. Nick Della Rosa. It's something we have to get used to. There's a brand new team that's racing out here, and that were all Gran Turismo racers, and now they're racing in iRacing. This is their first race with people, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Elias Sauer, newcomer, up there. Around goes. Oh, wow!
Oh,
He got the grass. Who was that? Is that Gordon Hales? It is.
That is.
Oh no, that's
Travis.
Travis Deegan. Oh.
And he kept going. But I guarantee he's got a massive amount of damage on that front end.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Oh, underneath goes one of the WBM drivers on the McLaren. I was surprised to see this many Mustangs. And around goes the McLaren. Don't go into the traffic. Don't go to traffic. No, watch out. Oh, no. Oh, no.
And he's leaving parts.
Oh, no, and he's going to spin again. Oh, man. Noah Banman.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, poor guy.
That's a lot of damage. He'll be in there a minute.
He's going to be in there a lot of minutes, but everyone gets one fast repair. So keep that together, folks. Keep that not together. What am I saying? Keep that in mind. Oh no! And there goes Kanyachin. Oh my gosh, we have a few drivers just losing the cars today.
Whoa, that's taking the long way around.
Hey, if any of you think that livery looked familiar, because that guy races with Ken Copeland, our pro champion from last season's GT3 Open. So they've got a team driver there. There is Parker Dime running in 7th. Oh, that McLaren behind him needs a facelift. Oh, around goes another. Wow. Yeah, I think people are forgetting that the tires are cold and they need to get a couple laps on those suckers. Is that an Aston Martin? Do we actually have an Aston Martin on track? Just one, huh? Okay, interesting.
And Spread is going to be our only taker, so I applaud you, sir. You picked a great car.
All right, my computer is being goofy. Hang on a second. Sorry, folks. My computer's being really weird.
And I think this is Jarmo. Nice to have him back again. Craig out of Illinois. And yeah, that's Porsche. That's a Porsche. I was wondering, his paint scheme kind of made the car look a little boxy. Looks like the front end was either that or he has smashed the front end of that car in. I can't tell. Is it main? Look right there. Looks like a little box. So I think maybe he's had some contact. We have had a lot of contact in the first lap of the race. I think a lot of guys were caught off guard. But with all these, these fast guys and supposedly the slow AM guys, we'll see. But I don't think these AM guys are that slow. I think everybody's going to settle in and we're going to see some action.
Well, I am looking at, if you look at the track map there, all of those red dots, those are all of your pro drivers. The blue dots, those are our AM drivers. And you'll also recognize them. Just for those of you who are new and watching, welcome. It's nice to have you here. If you're looking at the cars, you're going to see cars that have red mirrors, red door placard, and the red highlighting on the banner on the windscreen. Those are your pro drivers. Assuming that we have the stuff on them properly. And then we have the AM drivers, which are in blue, which doesn't make sense for Austin because I know he's a pro driver, or at least I thought he was. And somehow, he doesn't have the right decals on the car. Well, he's a pro driver, folks. Anyway, so great example, Chris. Good job.
Well, didn't we run into that last season where I'm like, no, he's a pro driver. You're like, no, he's an AM driver. I'm like, well, he's got red mirrors.
Yeah, exactly. There's Steven Saunders, his whole beard. They don't want us to see his eyes because they don't want us to know what he's, thinking with his eyes. But there he is at home on his wheel racing around in his McLaren. Fabian has a camera. Let's go, Fabian. There he is right there. He's in that McLaren. Oh, both of those guys are in McLarens. It's a popular car today. Running in 11th. What's that?
And very focused.
Yeah. He looks very... Well, it's not like it's an easy track that you can just be nonchalant about. There's a couple of places that you can adjust and take a couple of deep breaths. And then you're back into it for corner after corner. So...
we do look at it that way, that we get that sort of that breath down the backstretch, but it's like the intensity's still there because you got to get this next corner right. So it's sort of a short breath, if you will.
Yeah, it's interesting. When you're watching racing like this, it looks like, that'd be pretty simple. You just steer the car and give it gas. But I'm telling you, that guy in the McLaren, Felix, right now, he's feeling it down the straights. He's getting a lot of extra drag. Those cars can pull right up to him, and he's not going to get that downforce on the front, and he might burn those front wheels off a little bit faster than some of the other cars there. So, Elias Sauer, by the way, is a new driver. Jonathan Schwartz, he was here not last season, but the season before in And or no, was it Ferrari Challenge? Yeah, the first one we did. We haven't seen him since then. And he's crazy fast. There's Austin Diltz. We know him. He's been here for a while. He's also racing in the what's it called again? The Pan Am thing, the Pan Am that we're doing broadcasting for. Tobias Sek running up in 4th. Okay, let's go. And then we have a newcomer running in 5th. How do you say his name? Velimir and Angelovic. That sounds right. Clearly on a race team because there's a couple of those cars out there with the same livery on them, which I like.
Running, yeah, I believe that is that Digital Group that he's running.
Hey, Chris Till can tell us more about that team.
I bet Till could tell us a little bit more about this team if he's not too busy looking at stewarding stuff. Till, do you know anything about these weird yellowish cars that are on the track?
Yeah, it's a new sim racing team, DG Racing, Dave Gaming Racing, from a big German YouTuber. And this is the first event here at GT Champions.
Okay, that's okay. We like to put Till on the spot and make him come up with full English sentences. I usually get a message with him after, how did I do? Was it okay? Like, it's good every time, buddy. It's good every single time. So,
By the way,
welcome to all of you out in YouTube land. We appreciate having you out there and look forward to your questions. So feel free to pop those up there in the chat. Those of you watching, if you want to chat with us, just subscribe, and 5 minutes later, wham bam, you can start talking to us.
by the way, Fry, look what we have here. Timing.
That's
timing
funny.
is a magical, wonderful tool that we can use, especially when you're not on your
Ooh, look
first
at this.
broadcast. Without it,
Austin is getting challenged right there by Tobias Sek, and Tobias gets the move done. And now, Austin is under fire. He's got 2 of these Dave Gaming Racing. Is that what it was, Till? Dave Gaming?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The DG logo. That's funny. That's the DG logo for those folks that have been following us for a long, long time. That is
what I
not
thought it was.
Detailing Group.
that's what I thought it was.
Detailing Group was one of our sponsors for GG Champions since its inception, and sponsored us every season for almost 2 years, and maybe longer than that, actually, like 5 seasons of the World Cup or 4. And so I saw that DG, I was like, wait, what?
Well, right now, Austin Diltz is the meat in a Dave
watch
Gaming
out.
sandwich.
Whoa! Who's that back there?
someone's
Oh, they
gonna-
just left the track.
I think he hit something pretty hard.
Yeah, I wonder what happened.
Also, it's nice we have replays too. Oh, look at that.
Oh, so he just went off somewhere. Michael Piccanini. That's a name that sounds familiar. Michael Piccanini. I got permission for that, by the way. He's moved over to the WBM team. So a driver recruited into a team. One of the things we love about hosting these events, letting drivers find teams, because I'm telling you, when you get onto a team, this is for position. Oh, no, it's not. That's a GT3 and a GT4 car. Drivers finding teams is so great for the drivers because it really gives them a chance to hone their skills, learn some stuff from other drivers. Like these guys. There's Fernando Rosario. He's brand new. This is the brand new RWB racing team. I've been on that team in Gran Turismo since I don't know, 2018. And
And we are very happy to have him aboard.
yeah, yep. Fry's an RWB racing guy in Gran Turismo too. So
You got it. The best team around.
yep. Okay. I can't say that because I have two horses in this fight now. I got my High Free iRacing team and the RWB guys. It's tough. But when I get into the booth, it's all about calling out what's going on. But so Fernando, he is running first in the AM class. Now, let me tell you, he was stressed out about this race. He's like, I don't know if I got pace. These guys have been practicing all week. And there he is running up in first place. Sean Duchesne, he goes by Buck Wild in Gran Turismo circles. He is running in 8th there.
Was also
Nice.
nervous about the race.
Yep. Ooh, the leader of the pro leader is coming up on the first car a lap down. So we're going to start seeing the leaders catching some of the back markers. They're a long ways from the main pack. They're a long ways, halfway around the track, so it's still going to be a while. Look at this little battle right here. The battle of the AMGs.
We're going to have a talk with our team about their car selection on an American track.
Look at that. So this is Sean going for it underneath. Who is that? That's Steve Susanna, right? Car number 98. I think that's Steve Susanna. Yeah. He's trying to get there. I tell you, I know just from chatting with the new drivers, they're like, I could race the car. The only thing I'm freaked out about is the pit stop. Trying to remember how to do that. So,
yeah, no auto drive in
Yep.
this racing. You will have to go all the way in, all the way to your pit box, and all the way back out. Also, I'm not sure what view they all drive.
there
in
is
GT7.
only one. Oh,
So-
yeah, exactly. They said they had
so
to
maybe-
change it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't. So I use the chase cam. We all know this, but I think some of them might use the bumper cam or the roof cam or something. So they had these
Whoa,
options. So
careful.
that's going to be a big adjustment.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's interesting. A couple of them said. Now I mean, I like to talk to a lot of the drivers that come and participate. I just don't get a chance to. A lot of them are, in Europe, and so we're not on the same time zone where we can chat usually. But they have said that they get into cockpit mode. What the? Where was that Porsche going? I guess he just wanted to see if he can hit the cones. Hey, these guys are all on the same team, I think. Oh, I don't know. The color's the same.
Yeah, believe so.
Yeah, that's Oliver. He just doesn't have the stuff on the car. Oh, okay.
Is that a-
I like seeing these
that
guys.
a
Look at them
pro?
battle it out.
Okay, they're all pros. Okay.
Yeah, these are for position. They're not for a very high up in the order position, but a position nonetheless.
Showing their teamwork, running together. That's how you
Yep.
get it done.
Yep. It looks like we only have one pro driver that's way off the pace that must have gotten involved in something, and we've got one just off, just a corner behind the rest. So there's Kanyachin. Oh, he's got a new racing team on his racing or on his profile there. Hey, Don. I hope you're enjoying some of the racing out here. Don is the president and owner of Origin Micro, and he was gonna join us in the booth today, but he had a few other things going on. But I'm pretty sure that next week we'll get to have him in the booth with us to meet him, talk to him, learn a little bit about his company and what they do, and a little bit about why he wanted to sponsor a group like us. So come back next week to make sure you see that one. Plus, you can see this really good racing. These guys really putting it in. Hey, remember Fry when we were watching the Pan Am race? Oh no, I'm saying it like the Hunger Games lady. Pan Am. Oh no.
Pan Am.
I know, Pan Am. For those of you who don't know, on Friday evenings, we've been contracted to broadcast those races for the Pan Am Racing Group, and the WBM guys have been racing in there, and they've been having a lot of fun. But the High Prix driver, what was his name? That was driving the Mustang last night. Patrick.
Patrick.
That was a weird ending of the last 15 minutes of that race where the leaders, a bunch of people going in for incident penalties and black flags. I was like, what? It's changing everything. But I tell you, he was having a rough time wheeling that Mustang around the track, right? But I think he finally got the setup dialed in. And I'm watching.
He looked so like perfect. Like he didn't look like he was struggling with the car last night at all. Like he has really been working hard on that thing.
Yep. Why is that Audi running AM colors? We don't have a GT4 Audi car, right? Okay, well, anyway, that's a pro driver right there in that Audi because there is no GT4 Audi, so just in case you wanted to know. Oh, look at that. They're catching, they caught another back marker. Now it's clear sailing for probably a quarter of the track for the pros. Here's a battle for 12th. This is where it gets confusing for the commentators because you have AMGs that look very similar to each other. You just got to look for all the additional aero and the color on the mirrors and stuff to know which one you're looking at. This is for position between these two drivers. We're on board with that was Chris Heide. Here's Than Persit in the lone Aston Martin. He's got a McLaren in front and behind him. And whoever's behind him doesn't seem to...
Our McLarens and Mercedes seem to be the popular choices.
Yep. Oh, look at this. Aston Martin. Than Persit looking to maybe get to the outside, not really pulling on that McLaren like he wants. Thanks, trees. Oh, this is fun. Hey, there's... Is that Jarmo? Oh, look at that. So Jarmo right there in the McLaren behind him. We recognize both of these guys from last season's racing. So this is the battle for second, right? Actually, first. This is all three of them. I bet Rosario is... Oh, look at that. Underneath, deep on the brakes.
Whoa.
Hold that BMW together.
Oh, wow.
What an overtake. That was pretty spectacular, actually.
I didn't think he was going to make it.
So the DG racing team fighting out in 14th, 15th, and 16th. Although looks like the 14th place car, Mr. Winters, is getting a little bit of a gap there. The pro guys are still turning 204s. So that is pretty great that they have that many guys up there really churning it out. So there's Fabian. I almost said Fabian. I keep forgetting which one of those I'm supposed to say the right way.
We do both. We're kind of getting through the standings kind of, quickly. We wanted to make sure we got the start of the race, and I thought I saw both of them.
You may have sawn. That's not a word, Chris.
Sawn. Come on, which one is? Which one of
there's
us
only
lives
the
in
one.
South?
Which one? I lived there for a while. It rubbed off on me. Okay. Hey, if anybody would like to know, our driver currently in P7 on the track, Henry Letonen, is our biggest mover so far in the race. 13 positions he's gained. So far in the race. So that's pretty good. And this onboard is awesome. Look at him, he's focused. He's like, that guy's gonna try to pass me. I shan't let it happen. Oh, that Mercedes was not happy about that at all. Yep. Why are you flashing your lights from all the way back there? You ain't got nothing for him there, Mr. whoever you are, Chris Heide. Running in 12th, he's lost 5 positions since the start of the race, so he's probably really itching to get some of those back. But that McLaren is just keeping him having to work at it.
I think everybody's a little settled in, trying to make sure strategy is going to play out in the way they want it to.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, way we all know it will.
As a matter of fact, one thing to keep in mind is the pro drivers right now have been working their way through the AM class. In case you didn't notice, and you look up at the map up there, you can see all kinds of red cars working their way through the lap traffic. Now, this is where multi-class really shines. This is where we separate the wheat from the tares, so to speak. The AM drivers were instructed by myself and through several posts and driver meeting notes to the drivers. For the GT4 drivers, drive your racing line. You do not have to give up spots to anybody, especially if you're battling with anyone. The GT3 cars will work their way around you. What's that? Oh. What was that, Pix? Yep, the GT4 leader. The leader right now in GT4 is that red and blue car right there. Right behind him is the pro leader. So this is where he's just going to go right around the outside. See that? And so the pro drivers have been instructed, you get around these guys. The GT4 guys will give you space on the straights. They can just lift a little bit and let you by. But they are racing as well. If you look at our leader, Rosario, Mr. Sartsuk, I can't remember how to say his last name. Thansiprit, yeah. Thansiprit's right on his heels, right? This is a battle for the top spot in the AM class, and we would never require these AM drivers to just slow down and let the guys go by and give up their track position, right? So this is where all the stuff comes together as these guys work their way through. And so far it looks to be pretty clean. I know that. Yep. And I know
Yeah, it's always that start.
yeah,
Always the start.
It's always the start.
Yeah, especially with 35 plus cars. Yeah, something's bound to happen.
Yep.
And it's nice to, we didn't really see somebody just miss a break and take people out. It looked like maybe just tires and brakes and things weren't warmed up and people weren't ready. Just kind of causing some chaos. But it's nice. Everyone's out there trying to be as clean as they can be and give some great racing. But it is racing. It can be unfortunate.
Yeah, and I just took a quick little peek at the stewarding notes that our live steward is keeping, and it's a pretty small list, thankfully. It's only 3 things on there that are noted for the race so far. So, way to go, all of the GT Champions racers from all the teams and the independent drivers, doing a great job today. That's pretty awesome. All right, so we're still trying to get some of these pros through the AMs, but the pros are definitely cleared out. We are 24 minutes into this race. So if things hold out the way they're going, we should see all of these GT3 cars finding the AM drivers again with about 5 to 10 minutes left of the race. So that's going to make things pretty exciting. And it's exactly what I wanted, Pix. It's exactly what I wanted. I see that, yeah. Half a second now for the race lead in the pro class.
And our top 3 are just about within a second of each other. Sec is just holding on to that second, but yeah, these guys are all staying pretty close.
Yeah, and 4 of the top 5 cars, all McLarens. So, so that you know, drivers may only change cars once in the season. So if they don't like, if they don't like that McLaren when this race is over, I'm not sure why they would feel that way when they're running on the podium places. But if for some reason somebody doesn't like the car that they are racing in, they can change to another manufacturer. But once they pick that other manufacturer, they're in it for the rest of the season. So the drivers know this, so they got to keep it in mind. Geez, that Mustang is so much bigger than those little GT4 McLarens. I mean, it's already bigger than the GT3, but it's like way bigger. It's like a Mack truck and a motorcycle. Okay, it's not that big, but like
it is good to see Smith has made a better car choice for today. It looks to be doing a lot better in that car.
Yeah.
If you don't know, I'm not a big fan of Mercedes, and I love a Ford Mustang. If you couldn't tell,
We had an inkling.
is there a pool?
That was
That was close. Oh, that was close.
yeah, I should say so. The AM classes really kind of spread out around the track, mostly in. Oh, yep, there we go. The leaders, some of the leaders, P5 and 8 through 8th of pit now. So it's about halfway mark. I think they're trying to get some fresh tires and go the rest of the race. There we go. Now, folks, if you're wondering, that's too bad it didn't rain. Oh, there will be some wet weather racing this season. I promise you that. Drivers were asking for it too, which is like, isn't that like self-harm? Right? Like, should we not have them talk to somebody about why they would want to race in the rain? I feel like they have they have something wrong mentally that they want to race in the rain.
So if you're good in the rain, you love the rain because you know most people aren't. And if you're not good in the rain, of course you don't want to see rain. So
Okay,
I mean, you know,
makes sense.
I mean, depends on which car I'm in and which track we're at. So hopefully it doesn't rain in Detroit. I would feel pretty good if it was not Detroit.
Yeah. Look at this. Thampersit now trying to make some moves up a hill. Not an easy place to get it done. I thought he was going to throw it in there. But look at this. Mr. Rosario in that RWB McLaren in front. His very first ever league race of any kind. I remember when Till showed up and just stomped everybody. Remember that, Till? I remember when he said that was my first league race. He has, but he's never raced in a big race like this. And he said to me, yeah, he's been racing. He's not like he's brand new. But what he did say is that it's such a different emotion, a different preparation for a race like this. Oh, here come the leaders.
Absolutely different feel, different everything, and the league racing sort of steps it up, if you will.
Yep.
I experienced that myself when I started league racing for the first time. It's a little eye opener in your first race. The way people race differently than say like just a casual daily race or event, something like that.
Yep. Oh yeah. That's all of the rest of that RWB team. In fact, one of the guys only joined last Thursday. He hasn't even really gotten out of the rookies yet, kind of thing. So it's a lot of fun to see them out, new drivers coming out there. And so for those of you watching,
you walk.
What's that?
Run before you walk. It's the best way to learn.
Pretty much. And for those of you listening, you can share with people and just say, hey, this league is for anybody to come and race in. Like, we've got A-class 4K drivers racing in here, and we've got D-class drivers racing in here that are new. So there is room for everybody here, and it sure does make for some exciting racing. And this is 36 drivers on track today. And oh my gosh, sorry, I had to hold my breath there for a second.
Long way around seems to be popular today.
It will be for the GT3 cars, that's for sure. In fact, there's one right there. Jonathan Schwartz is about to overtake. Let's see, who is that in front of him?
I believe it's Quan.
It might be Quan, yeah.
But
that is Sean. Okay.
I will say, Chris, they are listening. You know, they're not running over these AM drivers. They're giving them space. However, I think they're just not letting off the throttle, but they'll go around them.
Yep. That's how they're doing it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, Travis Deegan up into second, gets around Elias. Elias lost 2 spots. Oh,
I
wait,
believe
Schwartz is pit.
our second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and I think even all the way to sixth, they've all pitted the same lap. Schwartz is the only one who stayed out the extra lap, so he's now come in. So we'll see how many of these guys undercut him and what their strategy was, as we've seen a couple of them.
Travis
We're going to find out right
in their
here.
pit stop.
Travis
Oh,
pit
wait.
on lap 1, so that's why he's pitting again. He only pitted.
Oh,
lap
did
one.
he have damage or something? Okay. So Elias is going to get that spot back. Tobias will be in second. Jonathan Schwartz is coming out. Where's he going to come out? Oh, wow, this is close. Is he going to get in front? Nope. He's going to try to hold it. Not quite. He's got to get those tires up. That car in front of him, Elias, he's got the warmed up tires ready to race. John's got to bring those tires in and try to hold off that hard charging Tobias Sek behind him.
And if he can just get that slipstream, that's going to help him just to stay there until he gets those tires warmed up. But that was so close.
Yeah, that was close. Felix Jung. Yep.
I think is he in? He's in our pro class. I'll look
is.
at our AM division. We have pretty much the top 5 except for first in the pits right now. So we might kind of see the same thing about to happen in the AM class. See how many of these guys can jump ahead and undercut and overcut.
Yep. Felix Jung is from Luxembourg, this new driver. I'm telling you, we have drivers from everywhere. Everywhere. It is awesome. I love seeing this international racing where we've got drivers from every skill level from all over the planet. I got to go through and count up what countries we have everybody from at some point. I'm not going to do it right now. Uh-oh. We have a replay. Usually that's bad. Oh no, that McLaren is understeering in the brakes. Oof. To Jarmo. Oh, did he get spun by Jarmo?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. It's a wrong angle. Maybe we could chase cam that from there has to be. We're gonna just do a quick look at this, folks. Yep, that was it. Oink. So Jarmo gets turned around by whomever that was behind him. Oh, why is Fernando pitting again? Or did he not pit yet? Oh, so he's gone? Did we lose him? Oh,
I hope he didn't hit the wrong button.
I hope he didn't hit the wrong button too, because the guy was leading. Oh my goodness,
I mean,
he
these
was
guys,
leading.
as we said, these guys, this is their first race. This is a whole different world. They're inside a view they've never seen. They're probably hitting buttons and had to remap buttons on their steering wheels
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
With GT7, your auto drive, you kind of go in, you got a minute to sit before it takes you back out. Because there is a button that releases you from your pit in this sim, correct?
No, you just go.
So it just lets you go. Okay.
Fernando should know that because he's been racing for a while. So he's done pit stops before. He's not the new iRacer. It's the rest of the RWB guys.
Have you ever hit the wrong button?
In this game, it's really hard. It's really hard to actually exit yourself out of the race. You have to hold escape down for like a few seconds, and you have to be stopped. You can't exit while you're just driving down the track. Yeah, interesting.
That is
strange. Oh, he just went around. I think maybe he is just got that, that feeling you get when you're just upset and then you just can't drive, like
yes.
seeing red.
Yes. Yes. It's hard to be quiet and go in the back. The Damperset will now take the lead of the M class.
What's that, Pigs? Oh, that could be fun. No, that'll be fun. We got to do that. We got to do that.
That's not gonna get confusing.
Yeah, I was saying that Chris should keep imagining people like he was during the drivers' meeting.
Did everybody else get to hear that, or is it just me and Fry laughing?
No, we just got to hear that. That's awesome. Thank you, Pix.
Thanks, Pix. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Looks like P1's catching the back markers once again. So we've got well, I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, he's not far. There's somebody right in front of him. I get confused easily, folks. It's part of my charm. So this is Chris Heidi, a new racer out here in 12th. This is for position with that McLaren behind him. That's Michael Schmidt, who is trying to get that McLaren to catch this for position.
And they're in kind of like a little pack of about 4 or 5 cars back there, all about a second apart.
Yeah, there's a few little packs out there of cars racing each other. Look at position 2 and 3 in the AM class. They're right on top of each other. I don't remember who that is that's up there. There goes Steven Saunders in his McLaren. Matthew Hatton, a new driver from Australia, running 7th in his AM class. He is I'm trying to remember what his GT7 name was. Doggone it, I can't recall. Oh, Mazda? No, not Mazda. I don't remember, but anyway, he was around GT7 for a long time. And he heard that what's that?
Like you said with the names, you know, we all know our handles, our nicknames, and then here you get the real name, and you're like, who?
Who's that? Who's Sean Deshane?
I don't know that guy. He says he knows me. I don't know. Is he asking about my car insurance?
Well, yeah, it's funny that when you get into here and you have to look at, man, he is looking everywhere to get around that McLaren. Fabian's like, not this again, no! Wow, okay.
I want to see a reaction in the cam, like, whoa, dude, or something.
Yeah. I know Till is listening to the driver radio. Like, I have it in my ear, but it's very low. But I'm definitely hearing people submitting to the live steward stuff. Can you take a look at this car for blocking? You know, that kind of stuff. So hopefully the drivers are, this is what I like to see. I like to see drivers communicating and not taking stewarding into their own hands on track, right? Instead of spinning the car in front of them, they just let the live steward know that there's some stuff going on. It keeps Till pretty busy. I don't know if he's gotten very many new incidents coming in. We're up. Oh yeah, we're up to 6 now. But that's not bad.
You know, it's probably a good race if Till's not that busy. It's in, you know, sort of a good thing, right?
Yep. Hey, who's running? Oh, who's running in second place in the AM class? Oh, Rosario went around again. He's not having a good rest of his race. It's kind of falling apart. Battle for P2 in the AMs is right there. It's that close. It's still the same. Okay, so Jarmo's just ahead of Brian Hoskins. You gotta let Mr. Hoskins know to check the number 2 livery in his paint so the number gets to the number board properly. Note to self.
And here comes our 2 pro, absolutely on top of each other drivers. Another I think they've been like that from the start, right?
They're gapped by about 0.2 of a second. So, oh, look at that. That was for position right there. Mr. Rodriguez looking was in 7th, now in 8th as Mr. Hatton gets around him. Matthew Hatton, and I swear I can't. I have to look at something. Fry, take the wheel. Go.
Gotcha. Obviously a nice truck. I love his livery. I don't know, is that like the classic livery that comes with the car? But it's really nice. Don't, please don't. Please don't. Oh, that is the worst. You spin yourself out just trying not to hit somebody. Oh, that's almost more frustrating than just I'll go ahead and hit you and feel bad about it.
Yeah.
At least I can blame you and not me.
Yeah. It's always rough to have to do self pity, self penalizing.
Yeah.
My boss is that way. He's been driving the same Ford F-150 for at least a dozen years for work. It has no air conditioning anymore, and he says, I haven't earned the right to have a new truck. I got to work harder. And I'm like, the guy works 19 hours a day, so I don't know how much harder you can work, but he just that's his makeup. He is just an overworker, and he won't even give himself something nice because he feels he didn't earn it. So that's kind of what you feel like when you wreck the car all on your own. You're like, dang it.
Yes.
I didn't earn this.
Yeah. So
but look at this. This battle for 7th is pretty great.
Even if it's not good to do, you can still point a finger, right? You know? And then you got to look at yourself in the mirror. That's just worse.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys remember a Gran Turismo racer by the name of Mats Maka from Australia? Does that name ring a bell? Yep. That is who's in that BMW right there.
And he's good.
That's Matthew Hatton. He's in P26 right now.
Mats Maka is like, Ando speed in GT7.
Yeah.
He's that good. He's fast.
Now you're not confusing him with Mazda, right?
There's 2 of them, and they're both quick.
Yep, they are.
Pick one.
Yep, and so this guy is brand new also. So a lot of new drivers out there, trying to get their first race under their belts. And I was talking with some of the RWB guys because I do. I talk to everybody that talks to me. I'm a very easy guy to get in touch with, by the way. All the drivers message me all the time, and I have conversations with everybody. And I think they appreciate the fact that that I'm accessible, right? And they can ask me questions and stuff, and I don't berate them with "go check out a website," right, or something like that. I'll answer them. But these guys are just like, we just want to get through this race and get our first one done, get a feel for how it works, what the pressure's like, and driving around all these cars. So have fun with it. That's what I say. Like these two, they're having a lot of fun.
And they will all go back and watch all this data and try to figure out how not to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you learn. That's what you have to do.
Ooh, that Porsche is just making that butt end as wide gets. And Travis is trying to find a way around. That's Oliver Winter. That Porsche is pretty quick around this track, but look at this Mustang. Really performing. I think somebody figured out how to make that thing drivable. Ooh, that looked a little scary. What's that?
I'm telling you, man. The long way around. I'm telling you, this Mustang is making a name for itself. You guys were hating. You were hating too much, and now they've updated it, and it is just the greatest thing ever.
Was that in the last update, I wonder?
That's what somebody said last night on in the chat, that they had done some update on this car, and apparently it's ridiculously fast now.
Oh, interesting.
So
Okay.
maybe they did something in the game, or something with the settings.
Well, it is open
And
setups, so they can adjust the car to do,
well,
with
I
whatever they
think it's
want.
more something, whatever adjustment you made, maybe it didn't make a big difference. Maybe they gave it more horsepower. I'm not really sure. But last night we definitely saw Patrick just driving away.
Yep.
So he
I
had a
know. Look at
great
these
setup.
guys battling for that, and they got all these guys right through there. Oh, what happened? Camera, go backwards.
I think they made it. I think they all made it.
Okay, the camera's just like, I don't want to watch, and it just looks away. I was like, where'd it go? Oh my gosh, that was scary. Those poor GT4s were just like, guys, just go around us for goodness sakes. But
That
those two were racing
backstretch.
for position back there, weren't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There were 2 different races going into that corner.
Wow, that was pretty insane. And I keep getting text messages from my wife, who is in our bedroom upstairs. Keep it down. You're too loud. Oh my gosh. I love this job. This is so much fun. And
Have to
Pix,
insulate
man,
your
everything
ceiling.
looks great, buddy. Everything looks great. Good job.
Thanks to Origin Micro, by the way.
Yeah, well, Origin Micro's the ones that help us, are helping us this season put on a bunch of events. So big shout outs to them. We've got about 11 and a half minutes of this race left to go. And I should have reminded everybody about Origin Micro. So I'm going to do that now. If you're in the tech industry, or if you're in the purchasing programs for your school or business or whatever else, and you're looking for some deals on hardware, these guys are going to be able to help you out. They helped me and saved my bacon. And when I found them, I couldn't believe how easy it was to work with them. So you need to talk to these guys. And if you want an introduction, and you're in our Discord, you can find the sponsor in there. His name's Don, and you can type Origin Micro, and there's even a sponsor channel in there. You can talk to him, or you can reach out to me. I'll hook you up. I'll make an intro for you. They're out of New Hampshire, so if they'll really help you out. They helped me, and I couldn't even believe that they had what I was looking for. That was the best part. So make sure you check them out. You can email them, sales@originmicro.com, or you can just visit originmicro.com and check it out there. So thanks again, Origin Micro. We'll have more. We'll have them on the broadcast soon.
And also like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends.
Oh, and Tatiana just says hello. Well, hello, Tatiana. Sorry, that's a weird way to say her name. Tatiana, thank you for... Sorry, got caught with my mouth open on that one. Tatiana's doing some commentary elsewhere. Tatiana will be doing commentary for the World Cup that's coming, I think, in November. So just probably in another week, we'll be making our official announcement for the next World Cup series in Gran Turismo, which will be brought live here on our YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that. We've got a couple other iRacing events coming. We have another Gran Turismo series. You know what? Maybe I should get the guy that does that series in here, and maybe he can tell us something about it. I wonder who I can call. Who can I call? Bri, do you know who I can call about that other one?
I'm looking through my Rolodex, and I'm not sure.
I think
so. As soon as we get a World Cup schedule, so everyone knows. I know everyone has been asking me, and I'm not mad at you. But as soon as we get our World Cup schedule, we're gonna get our dates lined up, and we have a new MX-5 car, different specs for you this time. We're gonna have a lot closer racing, a lot tighter points. So stay tuned. It's coming, and we will have a lot more fun. Hopefully we'll fill up our 2 lobbies that we're aiming for. So if you're fast enough, you're gonna get in the 2 lobbies.
Yep, the MX-5, it's an open setup, but there are some limitations to the car, and it makes for some pretty great racing. Admittedly, it's great racing. We don't get to have this many cars on the track in Gran Turismo. This is just I've had a smile, like, you know when your cheeks hurt when you've been smiling for too long. That's what I'm experiencing right now. As I see 36 cars out on, well, actually not all of them are on track anymore. But 29.
Oh, pass the lead.
Oh, almost saw a new leader. Jonathan Schwartz keeping touch with Elias this whole race. Almost got the spot in the pits, but yeah, these guys would make that McLaren sing. Look at them go.
9 minutes. 9 minutes to make it happen.
It's almost a 5-second gap to P3 from these two. Look at that. Look at the distance that was. So this will be interesting. With only 7.5 minutes left of the race, we're going to see John Schwartz start really pushing, probably in the next, I would say, now to the end of the race to get around him. Ooh, I like that camera picks. Pretty. Okay, per instructions, I'm gonna share with
We got like this thing that's coming up like soon in a car.
Yes, we have a series coming up soon that is going to be a named series. It's going to be an F4 open wheel series on American tracks. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And our folks at Origin Micro are involved in that one as well. That pro driver in the Mustang, that I think they might be a lap off the pace. Oh! This is for 9th or 8th actually. Has Michel? Oh, Felix. There's Felix. He gets around. Michel is in that. Fabian is in that McLaren in front with the Gulf livery on it. He has been keeping these dudes behind him this whole race. He's been doing an excellent job.
And there's a Porsche right there. I swear it's still. I don't think he got the damage fixed, or it's just that livery that he has on it. But it doesn't. It looks like the front end's flat.
It looks like it's tilted. Yeah, the little Club Sport.
Yeah, it looks like a little square car. I almost couldn't tell who it was. Yeah, see it?
Yeah, it is an AM. It's an AM driver in the Porsche. There's only
like
two of them. It's either Oliver or Craig. Those are the only two Porsches on the track.
Craig.
So.
It's Craig. I believe from Illinois. But
he's got a little damage. Either it just makes it look like it's got damage, or that whole thing is just a mess.
Yeah, he's showing the teeth, so he did come to show some business.
Yep, there he goes. Wow, man, this battle for first is pretty great. These guys are on top of each other. The AM leader is... Where's the AM leader? I think the AM leader right now is buried in the middle of GT3 traffic. Like I said, we have 5 minutes left, and the GT3 drivers... we're getting through some AM drivers. Oh no! Oh, Felix!
All that work.
Was that on his own? That's it. There's Fabian in front of him. Remember, Fabian has been defending from these guys. It's what seems like all race long. Oh,
he went in just too hard.
Fabian got lucky that he didn't hit him. I think he actually did hit him, but just was able to hold it together. Oh, Felix.
It always kills me when some of these drivers on TV, real life, they're like, I just drove it in there and it stuck. And I'm thinking, yeah, every time I do it, I end up like that.
Yep.
It didn't stick.
Yep. I was going to say, we always drive it in there. That's part of racing. You're driving it in there every corner.
Right?
Right? Uh-oh. Why is Austin in the pits? He was in 6th. Maybe he needed some fuel.
I think he got a top off.
He did. By the way, Henry Littonen in the BMW in P5. Biggest move of the race. 15 positions he's gained this race. 15.
Very quietly awesome. As well.
Yeah,
up into he avoided everyone.
Yeah, and he's up. He goes from basically a 20th position or so up to 5th. So
wow.
Oh, now the RWB Twinsies are at it with their AMGs. Nick De La Rosa.
This is Buck and Quan.
Yep. Nope. It's Nick and Sean. It's Nick and Sean.
Yeah.
No nicknames. We use the real people's names. Just know who they are. Oh, look, one of them painted their wheels white too. They wanted to look different. All right, 3 minutes on the clock. This is actually a battle for position between these two drivers for 8th position. Hey, listen,
they're both just having fun.
I guarantee you, they're both just excited to be finishing in the top 10 in their class.
And racing, they love to just race to the end, especially with each other. We always this is an extra right now. You know what? This might be for the win between them two, because that's just how we love to race each other.
Yeah, they've been doing really good. Congrats on getting all those RWB guys here. They've been doing really good. Congrats.
Yeah, these it's always nice to have more drivers out there. I tell you, a lot of people say it, and I know some of my buddies that I desperately want to be able to see in these events. It is a bit pricey to get started. It's a couple $1,000s to get yourself into iRacing if you don't have already a computer that can run the sim, you know. And wait, where is Jordan? Oh no, Jordan said he couldn't race today. Yep. He had it's actually kind of sad. He has his dog is really sick, and he doesn't know how much time he has left with him. So he was going to take this weekend to play with his dog and spend some time with him. For most people,
sorry to hear,
myself included, most people that have dogs and cats as pets, they're part of their family. They're not just these insignificant creatures that they just feed and clean up after their poop. Right. These are legitimate members of their family, and the animals feel the same way. I mean, they look at you as part of their pack or part of their. What do you call it?
No, Chris. No, you're getting it wrong. You are part of their pack, especially if they
are part
of
their pack. Okay.
Especially if they're cats.
Yeah, that's true. Although my cats, I call them my cats. They belong to my kids, but they hang out with me most of the time.
No, you are their human.
I'm their human. Okay, I got you. Well, anyway, we want to give them time to... Oh, this is the last lap for the pros. They just came across the start-finish line. So the AMs... since they're in a different class car, I think the AM drivers still have to wait until the pro drivers finish the race. So... Oh, they're trying to get out of the way.
He's trying. That was Saunders trying to get out of the way.
No, that was Rafael. Rafael's
Rafael?
runs the Brazil colors. Yeah. You'll see Steven Saunders in a High Prix livery for Team High Prix.
And you know, just to give everybody kudos, we saw it a lot last night. Everybody's, you know, they get out of the way, they move. But if you're in a tough part of the track, it's like, that's all I can do. You know, so kudos to everybody and a shout to everybody for doing a good job today.
All right, let's watch this here now. Can John Schwartz make a last lap pass? We're over the marker. It's it. This is going to be for the race win the next time they come across the start-finish line. I'm not sure if the other class is going to come across. The first place in the AM class is actually... about to come across the start-finish line now. So, wow, look at these AM drivers are really helping Elias out, because Elias is like, just give me another couple more of those guys till the end of the race. Oh wait, is there battle for? Oh no, P1 and 2 in the AMs are separated out. 2 and 3 are also, but this is it. 2 more corners left is all Mr. Schwartz has. He's better close up the gap here, because Elias is about to put the win in. Oh, he's going wide. He's going to take it all the way around the outside, try to get that speed. It's not going to work. Wow. It was the last chance he had. It's up the hill. I don't think there's not enough room, but Elias going to be the race winner. Nice job, Elias. He did it, defending for his life. He gets through P1 and P2. Tobias Sek comes home in third. And let's see, where is Thanpersit? He is somewhere on. Oh, he still have one lap left to go, so we'll watch these. There we go. Velimer, fourth place, top 5. Nice job, dude, for his first run with us. Good job, man. Fifth place is Parker Dime, and ooh, Austin Dilts is right behind him. Teammates.
All over him.
We're gonna see
All over
another.
him.
Let's go. Okay, last corner. Can he?
What?
Oh, he's cutting it. Did you see that? He's cutting it late to try to get a faster exit.
Well, why is one pro and one AM?
Because the one that says he's AM actually screwed up his mirrors.
Gotcha.
Parker
my-
Dime. Oh, so close. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Deegan, did one of them
Deegan
run
got
out of
around them
gas
both.
or something? Because, yeah, they massively slowed down.
Yeah, maybe we can rewind that sucker and see.
I think the front car ran out of gas. And he pushed him to the finish.
Maybe. But first, we got to see our leader. He's coming through the final corner now. The lone Aston Martin and Thampersit, who led the AM class pretty much all season long, is, where is he? He's in first. Oh, wrong way. He's about to cross the third. There he is. Yay, Thampersit. Good job, buddy. He led that AM class almost the whole season, didn't he? In last season.
Well, you said they
Jarmo.
only get one car change, so I think we know what people might go drive.
Maybe. Jarmo should be coming home in second place for the AMs. Wow. Okay. So the race is over. All the cars that have finished already are just getting across the start-finish line. And there's fourth place. That is Nathan Hallman. Good to see him back. He came in at the end of the GT3 Open. Steve Susanna, look at that. Finishing in 5th position in the AM class. He needs to update his thing. He's Sin City Racing there, but WBM on the card. So nice job. Top 5, not a bad place to be. So where did Raphael end up finishing 6th? It says 6th on the thing right there, but it shows him in the pits too. So I'm not sure. Nice. Okay. He made that work. He made that work. Wow. Yep. Hang on, folks. Woo, we're going to want to talk to some people. I'll tell you what. That was a pretty good race. Guys, we did it. We got through our first multi-class race, and it actually went pretty swimmingly. I'm pretty impressed with how all the drivers did. There we go. There is your pro winner. Elias Sauer came in here as an unknown and did a fantastic job, defended against Jonathan Schwartz to the very last corner of this race. Tobias Sek was not far behind these guys, comes home in 3rd. So we're going to talk to them. Then we got Velimer, newcomer Velimer in 4th. Michael Schmidt gets 5th place. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And then we've got Travis, Parker, Austin, David, and Felix to round out the top 10. And I do see Elias, Thampersit, Tobias in the waiting room. We'll bring them in here in just a second. And there's the rest of the field there for you. Henry, Morgan, Fabian, Marco, Chris, Oliver, Luca, Timo, Kenyachin. I think there's even more, but they didn't end up finishing the race. So let's see, how did the AMs turn out? That's the question of the day. Thampersit with the winner. Good job, man. Thampersit. Jarmo comes in 2nd. Brian Hoskins in 3rd. So those are your podium finishers there. Nathan and Steve ground out the top 5. All right. All names that we've seen before. Raphael, Matthew Hatton, newcomer, and Nick De La Rosa and Sean Duchesne. Look at that. 7th, 8th, and 9th for the RWB crew. Not too bad. They all finished in the top 10. Fernando Rosario, another RWB in 10th. So all four of them. That's crazy. What are the odds that a
All
whole
together.
team
All
finishes
together.
nose to tail on the track? That's awesome. Steve Saunders from High Pre finishes in 11th, followed by Craig, Gordon, Michael, Tanacrit, Noah, Harry, Shaw. Although they were several laps down, so they were out of the race early on. But that's awesome. All right, so Origin Micro, thanks again for everything. We're gonna try to go and you know what, Pix? Let me tell them a little bit more about Origin Micro. Maybe you can find the other drivers that we need, because I want to tell people about this group, because this group is pretty awesome. They've been around for over 20 years, people, and the fact that they're willing to support GT Champions here in helping out the sim racing community, and they're not done. They're looking to find other ways where they or their other partners that they work with can find ways to support our sim racing community to make things just better for everybody. So make sure you go check them out, originmicro.com, or just email them, sales@originmicro.com. Or you could talk to me. I'll make an introduction for you. I don't mind that at all. But they have everything. They literally have everything. And as a matter of fact, I found them when I was desperately looking for some equipment that has been just unavailable everywhere. And I had a project I had to get done. And I found these guys, believe it or not, through Amazon, and strictly by accident. And they had a customer service number. When I called it, the president of the company answered the phone. Like, that doesn't happen a lot, right? And that was Don, and we just got to talking, and one thing led to another, and now I'm buying stuff from him, and he's supporting us here at GT Champions. So that's awesome. So thanks a lot, Origin Micro. We appreciate it. Hey, Thanpercent, buddy, congratulations. You got it, bud.
Good evening from Thailand here. Thanks you. Thanks again. I don't I don't know it's gonna be like a last season at GT Open that when I took the first win and then I sitting in the middle.
Yep. No, I got you. We were just saying, like, didn't he lead the AM class for a while, and then kind of it was between you and a couple other guys. It kept bouncing around a little bit there, but I gotta ask you a question. The only Aston Martin on the whole track, the only one, and you made that sucker work. What made you choose that car?
To be honest, Aston Martin is like my favorite in GT3 and GT4 is my favorite. But the fun fact here is that Road America this track is my like top 5 non-favorite track ever.
Did you say, wait, top 5 not favorite track?
Yes, top 5 not
Okay.
favorite track.
That's awesome.
Yes, but okay. Like I said, the reason I choose Aston Martin because I like it. It very good on handling. It's very easy to drive. I don't know about the others, but I think Aston Martin is like very good to drive to me. So I choose it. Before I saw the poster, and so I say, okay, I'm in the AM class. I'm gonna ride a GT4. My only choice is Aston Martin.
Okay, well, there you go. That makes perfect sense. So during the race, you were following that little McLaren around for a long time. And what were your thoughts on it? Did you think you had a shot at the win? Was that something in your mind that you thought, I've got this, I'm going to get this guy, it's not going to be a problem? Or were you struggling driving it behind him and wondering yourself if you're going to be able to do it? How confident were you?
Not at first, like before he maybe uh maybe he like out of view or something. I talk with my engineer like, okay, do we need to push or do we need to do something about it? Because like I said, this is my not so favorite tech, so I kind of dislike it. So my engineer said like, okay, just keep on him, make him have some mistake or else are we doing some something in the pit or we overcut them or we undercut them something. So but he keep talking to me like just keep pushing, boss, just keep pushing. So but like in the beginning of the race, I just maybe too hard, for them, but it's just like did he out of field, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna definitely have to ask him, but I think he. I don't know what happened there. I know that he didn't have a great ending of the race. He went off track a few times, and so I'm sure he'll be sharing his thoughts on that. I'll be reading some comments in the chat later on with them. But no, it worked out okay. But you won it, man. So that's what counts, right? Get that first win. That's got to build your confidence coming into the next round.
I will be prepared and doing better than the GT Open. I will have some more wins, not like the last season. But thank you for the confidence, and thank you for everyone at GT Champion. Congratulations to the pro class driver or pro class winner, and thank you for everyone. Every racing here is awesome, like always.
Awesome. We appreciate you, man. Thanks, Sam%. We'll see you at Sebring next weekend, buddy. So start practicing because I hear the weather is going to be a little interesting at Sebring. So, and that's all I'll say on the matter. So, thanks again, buddy. Congratulations. And now we're going to go and talk to another person who has been around GT Champions for a while, Tobias Seck. Tobias, congratulations, man.
Hi, and thank you.
Hey, so how's it going?
Yeah, decent. I brought a couple of friends. You could say.
I was going to say you have a few friends.
Bunch of bright green cars showing up. New project that is currently being built up. Bunch of German guys popping up around here, and as you could see as well, one of them is really, really fast, and I think we were really happy as a team as well, having 5 cars in the top 10. That is a nice way to kick the new season off. And obviously, coming back to GT Champions was something I was looking forward to as well. Especially this season, all American tracks, a bunch of them are among my favorite tracks, not the top -5, but top actual 5 after obviously Nürburgring and Bathurst. And yeah, was an absolutely perfect match today, as well as a nice cooldown race to the Bathurst 1000 I did this morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say I totally forgot that the Bathurst 1000 is running today, or well, I don't know if it's today because Australia it's a different time. It might even be a different day right now, but at the current moment, the Bathurst 1000 was running. So, yeah, I missed that one, but man, you held it together. You stayed pretty close to these guys for most of the race. The front was not so bad. You gained 1 position for the entire race, so that shows your consistency and pace. So that's just a good race, man. You did a great job with that McLaren. So are you gonna take that McLaren with you to through the rest of the season, or are you thinking about changing manufacturers? Because you only get to change once, so you gotta be real careful about what you choose, right?
As you say, yeah, that has to be a carefully made choice. Taking the McLaren was not such a carefully made choice, to be fair. Bought the car yesterday, did 5 laps, jumped into it today. Just considering what my teammates are running this season, it's always helpful when a bunch of people are on the same car. You can help each other out a little bit, learn from each other. And obviously, it's the hot new car that's doing super decent anyways. Wanted to test it out, felt kind of decent. It's definitely a dentist's car. That's super easy to handle. Could do with a little more fun, but maybe throughout the season I can figure out how to actually get the rear end of that car around corners instead of it just doing nothing and falling in line.
Well, you did a pretty good job, man. Finishing 3rd among the field of drivers that you were competing around was not a small feat. I'm telling you, the top 11 drivers, actually 12, 13, 14, the top 15 or more drivers are all A-class drivers, 2.6 and higher, right? So there's a lot of people that know what they're doing up at the front of this class. And yeah, it's pretty good. Well, congratulations, man. You got any shout outs to anyone before we go talk to Jonathan?
Thank you. Jonathan isn't around.
Oh, he's
I'm
not here.
afraid.
Never mind. He's not here.
He's apparently still doing the current session of the Bathurst 1K, so potentially he had to jump right back into the car. No thanks for that guy.
Gotcha. That won't get
Fortunately, he's
confusing
fast,
at
so he'll
all.
be doing fine in Bathurst as well. But yeah, in terms of shout outs, obviously, shout out to my new team, DG Racing. Really awesome project that's going to be around more and more over the next few months. You might be seeing that popping out every now and then. And obviously, hopefully, we'll become a stable in the GT Champion Series that are friendly for European times as well. Unfortunately, at least for me, I can't do the Thursday one or whatever that is at 4 a.m. in the morning. That's a little too tough.
Oof.
But in terms of the Saturday one, that's awesome.
Awesome. Well, hey, appreciate you being by here. And again, congratulations. Good job, man. Hey, Elias.
Yeah, hey.
You did it, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's kind of a nice way to show up to our little league and state your business. Good job, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was honestly quite an interesting race and very intense towards the end.
Yeah. That last corner.
Very happy with the qualifying, first of all. And then in the race, it was, the start was quite good. Everything was under control. And then I had a little incident with a back marker who I think went off in the carousel corner. So I hit him and then I had suspension damage until the pit stop. And that made my race pretty hard in the first stint, and then in the second stint I had to lift and coast all the time because the fuel was very tight. Like my engine was cutting off right as I crossed the start finish line at the end.
Oof.
Yeah, so quite happy that I still was able to carry this win home.
Yeah, you did a good job, man. You had pressure from that other McLaren of John Schwartz behind you. What seemed like the whole race. It seemed like from the green flag, he was chasing you through this whole race. Did that pressure ever get too much for you, where you made some errors and had to freak out a little bit, or were you pretty confident, pretty calm through most of it?
I think I was pretty calm. In the first stint, I was a bit afraid because of the damage, and then I remembered that we have a fast repair. And then in the second stint, I came out just in front of him, and I saw all the time that he wasn't really getting any closer on the straight. So I was able to lift very early to save fuel. So I knew, if I hold this together, he won't have a big of a chance to launch an attack. But then in the final corner, of course, I ran a bit wide and I lifted a bit again because of the fuel, and then we ended up side by side. But I think it was very exciting, very interesting, and very fair.
Yeah, you had us on the edge of our seats that last lap. That's for sure. We were like, okay, what's gonna happen here? Let's see what these guys can do. So awesome, man. Well, I'm really glad to have you guys here and your new racing team. Dave Gaming, is that it?
Yeah, right. DG Racing, Dave Gaming, is a German streamer. So also quite happy that we have another car on the podium with Tobias, and I think all the other guys did a very good job as well. So very nice to see this project really kicking off.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's pretty rewarding for us here in the booth to see such a large group of people, 36 cars, and you beat all of them to the start finish line at the end of the race. So congratulations, man.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. All right, shout outs for you before we let you guys go celebrate together with your team.
Could you please repeat that? I was just...
any shout outs? Anybody you want to thank?
Of course. Dave, first of all, and the whole organization of the team. Yeah, it's a very exciting, very cool project, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Yeah, and you guys, of course, the league management, for putting this league up, and the broadcast team, of course, as well.
Awesome. We appreciate that. We appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for coming by. All right. We'll let you head on out, and we're gonna do what we do here in the booth, and that is talk about all the blessings that come from winning a race here. The GT Champions winner coin. This is what the Pro and Am winner will receive: a numbered, big, huge 2-inch challenge coin to share with their friends and family. Something you can keep in your pocket as you walk around, or drill a hole in it, put on your keychain, and then you can just say, "Check me out, I'm a champion, y'all." You can carry it around. Anyway, a lot of fun. The winners coins are pretty great, so we'll see them get that at the end of the season. Really excited for that. Right, next up, Sebring, baby. And wow, we haven't seen Sebring since the Ferrari challenge that we did 3 seasons ago. So Sebring is making a return. This is probably going to be the hardest track for all of the drivers. I really think it will be. Sonoma's fun. It's got its ups and downs, right? But Sebring has just got there's walls, folks. So Detroit does too, but it's Sebring has deceptively fast areas and deceptively slow areas, and people have got to practice in order to get their stuff together. So we'll be here same time, same station next weekend. So make sure you're here for it. Like and subscribe. Make sure that you know about what's going on. Hey, Fry, how'd you
Yes,
feel about
sir.
today's event?
Oh, this was fun. This is going to be a good one. I mean, timing was probably the best part, able to look up there and, not have to remember where everyone was. And last night we only had 11 cars. We didn't have 38 cars on the track.
Yeah.
And also classes intermingling. We didn't have all that, but today we did, and it was exactly, I think, how you guys set this thing up. It was fun. It was to watch some scary little battles, and apparently the outside was popular. So I can't wait for next week. Sebring's got some fast corners, corners that are just hard to kind of judge, and probably going to see 2-3 wide. Yeah, as brave as I saw some moves today. So very happy.
Oh, let's hope we don't see too many 3 wides at Sebring. There's very little room for that without errors, that's for sure. Thanks, Fry, for hanging out with us today. Hey, Till, buddy. So how did the stewarding go? Doesn't look too bad. Like there was too many things, huh?
Yeah, it was quite a clean race, I would say.
Yeah.
I noted 7 incidents, and yeah, let's see what the report's saying.
Awesome. Good job on the stewarding. And how'd you think of the race? Did you like it? Was it good? Is it all we wanted it to be?
Yeah, I don't really can follow the race while stewarding, but
that's right. I forgot. He's a little busy. I'll ask
but
you
it looks really good.
what you thought of this one.
He's just a marshalling one of the corners. Come on.
Yeah, he could say, "Oh, every car that came through this sector was pretty cool."
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for helping out, Pix, or Till and Pix, buddy. That was our first multi-class series. Tell me, buddy, what'd you think?
It looks amazing. So much fun to have multi-class in different class cars as well. So this is fun. This was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. And of course, thanks to Eton, our executive producer, who is the one that makes us have all that we need to make all of this work out. So we appreciate all of that. And of course, Origin Micro, our new sponsor. Make sure you check them out, originmicro.com, or email them, sales@originmicro.com, or go find them in our Discord. He's there. willing to talk to people and help you out with all of your IT e-commerce stuff that you need. So yeah, that's me, Chris, Fry, Pix, Eton, and Till, the GT Champions crew. Our first one in the books. We'll see you all next week at Sebring. Appreciate all that you do, and we'll talk to you all later.
Bye.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.